What's up guys, welcome back to another video. In this one today, I'm actually going to be showing you from start to finish, including my LightBurn and Illustrator process on how I create the signs I've been creating. On my Lisa Simpson video, I got a lot of comments about material, how I did what I did, what my LightBurn was, all that stuff. So I decided this video is going to be it. This is going to be my process on how I make a sign. And since the design is quite simple, I'm going to be showing you guys with this one here today. So let's just jump right into it. So we are here on the computer. This is Illustrator that you're seeing in front of you right now, and it is my favorite design program I have used. I've been using it for 10 years, so it just kind of makes sense to me. But this is the design we're going to be printing today, and I'm going to kind of break it down in Illustrator and show you what it looks like, and then take it into LightBurn and show you how I'll separate it and choose my settings and all that. So this is the logo. It's quite simple. It's a sports logo and a last name, but this white piece here is the backer, and then the rest is just a logo and text. I will cut the yellow and red on the same material, so it's the same like thickness, and then the haicha, I'm actually going to print it on a thicker material so it sits a little bit higher. For this backer, the white, all I did was I duplicated the logo and the text exactly centered or wherever I think it fits, and then I turn it like this. I hit in the shape pathfinder, I hit unite, so I made it one thing. Sorry if my terminology isn't great. This is all self-taught for me, so I kind of just wing it. If you want to slow the video down to see the tools that I'm using, I highly recommend doing that. That's how I learned how to do a lot of this stuff. But to make the backer in Illustrator, I'll just like crank the stroke until I think it looks good, and then I'll change the settings to outside, rounded, and then of course I'll make it white. So make it white, go object, path, outline, stroke, and then I'll unite it again to get rid of all those lines, and then essentially I have a backer. And then as you can see, if I drag this back on, bring this to the front, it fits exactly where I need it to be. I'm gonna view the outline, and then you guys can see that like all my paths are closed, everything looks good, and these lines are where the laser is gonna cut, so you wanna make sure in Illustrator your design is as well put together as it possibly can. Let's jump to Lightroom. This is how I have it separated. The blue is my setting for 1/8 inch material, so really thin stuff. And then the black setting is for my thick MDF. And then the yellow line here is actually for my score line. I'm trying a new setting for my score line to see if it works better. So if it doesn't, that sucks, but this is what I'm using, so I guess you guys will see. Yeah, this is how it's laid out, and we're just gonna hit print. This will be printed separately, the blue, and then the text will be printed separately, and then this is the backer, so it's also going to be printed separately. So the backer is gonna take about 6 minutes to cut, which is actually really not that bad. The Calgary logo will be another 3 minutes and 20 seconds, and then the text will be another 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So in total, not a whole lot of time in cutting this, which is why I got a laser. Something like this may have took me over an hour to do, and sure, it takes the handmade aspect out of it, but I still gotta paint it, I still gotta design things, and this is one of honestly the easiest signs I've made, hence why the video tutorial is on this one. But normally I have a ton of small pieces which I couldn't do by hand. So yeehaw, let's hit print and see how this cuts out. If you guys are wondering what laser I'm using a Thunder Nova 35 100 watt. I got this one specifically so I could cut thicker material, and as you could see, it cut the backer out no problems, and it was about 1/2 inch material, so that was really nice. Here I'm just kind of doing a dry fit, and then on the screen I'm actually using a sanding sealer. If you use a laser, it kind of chars the edges, and in some of these sign backers I have a lot of tight corners, which is very hard to sand in, so this sanding sealer kind of just seals all the char in, and I don't have to worry about it coming through the white paint. And on the Calgary logo right here, I'm not worrying about priming it, but on this yellow piece I am, because it's facing outwards and I don't want any of the char to have any issues being covered by the paint. I've been drinking Gfuel for like 10 years, since before. Wait, I can show you visible proof. I still have this cup from back in the day. So I'm a long-time supporter of Gfuel, and you can use my link in the description if you want to buy some for yourself. I won't ramble on too much about Gfuel, but these sour flavors are some of my absolute favorites. And I know when I have Gfuel on hand, I spend so much less money on energy drinks. I'm an energy drink girly, so this really does help that for me, because I'm not going to the store buying those monsters and stuff when I have this on hand. So if you're like me, you like energy drinks, this is for you. Check the link in my description below. Get some discounts. Let me know if you bought some. You guys didn't see me paint the backer, but I did a layer of roll-on paint, and I didn't really like how it was looking on the edges. And because there's not a whole lot of white that's gonna be seen, because like this whole piece is basically gonna be covered by the big logo, I only really need to paint the edges, so I actually just took some spray paint. It's had about 12 hours or so to dry, maybe even longer. It still feels kind of weird. I don't know if there's like a layer of dust on it, but I'm gonna give it a scuff sand and then put another layer on, and then this backer should be done and ready for the pieces that we completed. Otherwise, this one is done. All the pieces that go on are done, they're completed, they're ready to glue. We're just waiting for the backer, which is usually the longest part, but overall looking pretty good. We're gonna scuff it up a little bit and give it another coat. I don't really like it when signs have all the gunk on the back, so I'm going to sand it off and then continue painting. I love Molotow paint, but I had an instance the other week where some of my pieces were peeling, so I did my best this time to really sand down, put thin layers on so we wouldn't have that issue, because I found out about it at the last second when all my pieces were glued on. So unless something happens between now and after I glue it on, everything looks fine. So I guess that's it. There is a brief overview of my process on how I make signs. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you are new, and drop a comment below. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Adios.